We'll read the notice of convening the council meeting. Dorsey.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and good morning to you and all members of Council. The notice of a special meeting to all members of EThekwini Municipal Council in terms of Rule 5, subsection 6 of the Rules of Order Bylaw 2014 as amended. The council members are hereby notified of a special meeting of the EThekwini Municipal Council to discuss the request for approval of EThekwini Municipality's cleansing and solid waste turnaround strategy, together with the roadmap on institutional reforms and business investment plan, scheduled to take place on Monday, the 21st of July 2025 at 10:00 hours in the morning at Inkosi Albert Luthuli International Convention Center, 45 Bram Fisher Road, Durban, and it's duly signed by Honorable Speaker, Councillor T.E. Nyawose.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tele. Council members, I will now request that we all rise for the singing of the national anthem. Let's rise.
Let us all unite and celebrate together.
Let's take a few minutes for prayers and meditation. Thank you. You may take your seats. Thank you very much. Let me welcome all of you, council members, Executive Director Ndosi, sitting here leading the entire administrations or our officials. You are all welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Sikhuleke kumakhosi asendlunkulu that are part of the meeting and those who are following us through our social media platforms. Siyakhuleka, sibonga kakhulu, sithobeka ngokuthi beyingxenye yomhlangano. Ama-members omphakathi ayingxenye yomhlangano nalabo ke abasilandelayo einkundleni ehlukahlukene zokuxhumana. We appreciate that you have taken your time to connect and follow this meeting. Those who have just came late, please maintain order. Council is in proceeding. Let's maintain order, please. We are now going to move in terms of the order of procedure to item 5, which is the official announcements. I will read quickly those announcements. Council is saddened by the tragic fire that happened at Kennedy Road Informal Settlement in Ward 25 this past Saturday, on the 19th July 2025. Fire and emergency services alongside disaster management teams are commended for responding swiftly to the disaster area. These teams worked tirelessly to contain and extinguish the blaze. The Municipal Council further extend condolences to families where there were 2 facilities reported due to the fire incidents. Appreciation goes to all that have lent a hand to assist the destitute families from this area. Since the winter season is still upon us, communities are urged to be extra vigilant around open fires, heaters, unattended stoves, and any other warmth-providing equipment. The Municipal Council wishes to warn communities against electricity cable theft, as there has been facilities reported due to the said theft. The city appreciates all councillors, officials organizations and communities that participated in different initiatives in the spirit of Ubuntu, celebrating the icon late President Nelson Mandela on Friday, the 18th July 2025. Excuse me. The selfless contribution made for the benefit of those less fortunate is appreciated highly. And yes, a little gesture of kindness goes a long way. And it is through such kindness that we can improve our country, South Africa, for the better. Councillors, to note that today, special meeting is convened to consider one item. Speakers wishes to debate will be called from the floor. Female councillors, you are all reminded of the meeting schedule for today, the 25th July 2025, to finalize the election of the Municipality Women's Commissioner, as was requested by SALCA. The meeting is scheduled at 1 o'clock in meeting room 12 here at the ICC. I do want to make an emphasis on these announcements that we are requesting all female councillors today at 1 o'clock to assemble at room 12 here at the ICC for this important meeting. Councillors are encouraged to conduct themselves with dignity and decency during the council proceedings and in compliance with the expectations in terms of the Councillors' Code of Conduct. Thank you very much. Those are the announcements. Councillors will now move to item 6 for the applications for the leave of absence. Executive Director Cele will read those leave of absence that have been submitted. Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And riding on the protocol that you've established for the meeting, may I table the leave of absence applications from the following members of council. Councillor E. Mngadi for the 21st of the 7th, 2025, is indisposed. Councillor B.T. Nduli from the 21st of the 7th, 25 to the 25th of the 7th, 25, away on municipal business. Councillor N.P. Hlomuga for the 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor R. McPherson for the 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor R. Mackenzie, 21st of the 7th, personal commitments. Councillor F. Christopher, 21st of the 7th, away on municipal business. Councillor G. Pullen on the 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor J. Chetty, 21st of the 7th, away due to personal commitments. Councillor B. Daniels, 21st of the 7th, to arrive late. Councillor Z. Solomon, 21st of the 7th, away due to personal commitments. Councillor E. Mhlongo, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor Y. Govender, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor S. Ngema, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor M. Tusi, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor Ntombela, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor A.A.K. Paruk, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor A. Shahid, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor Z. M. Mwango, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor Kluma, 21st of the 7th, indisposed. Councillor J. Anipen, 21st of the 7th, due to personal reasons. Councillor J. Naidu, 21st of the 7th, away due to personal reasons. Councillor M. Mjadu, 21st of the 7th, away due to personal reasons or commitments. Councillor T. Biela, 21st of the 7th, away due to personal commitments. And finally, Councillor I. Syed, 21st of the 7th, away due to personal commitments. Those are the leave of absence applications, and I hereby table them, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tere. Are all the leave of absence, Councillor, agreed? Okay, let me note these two hands. Councillor Pullen.
Hi, Speaker, I'm here.
Thank you for that confirmation. Whip of Council.
Thank you, Somlomo. Can I also extend the notice here, leave Councillor Siyabonganala to join us late, Councillor Boy Klute. Yeah, because we received already Councillor Uhlongwa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for those additions. Councillors, all the leave of absence agreed? Thank you very much. Okay, yes, Councillor Vo.
Speaker, I just want to register my leave of absence of Councillor Unelisiwe Mkhize, who's indisposed, Councillor Ntomputi Mkhize, personal commitment, Natalia Webster, indisposed, Menzo Madlala, personal commitment. Thanks.
Thank you. Are the additional leave of absence agreed?
Speaker,
Oh, Councillor Tenga.
sibengifisa ukufaka eka Councillor Mchunu no Councillor Khaya Mhlaba, personal commitment.
Okay. Yes, are all the additional leave of absence agreed?
Great.
Thank you very much, councillors. In terms of the order of procedure of the meeting, we are now on item 7, the declaration of interest. Anyone to declare interest, councillors? Anyone to declare interest? None. Okay, thank you. I will now invite the mayor, Councillor Cyril Kaba, His Worship, to present the report of the Executive Committee. To table the report of the Executive Committee. Your Worship.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity. Greetings to you, greetings to the Deputy Mayor, Chief Whip, colleagues in the executive and all councillors, support team, senior managers, Amakosi, Akona, the public at large. It is my honor and pleasure to table the report, the first report of the Executive Committee. It is so tabled, Speaker. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Executive Director Tsele will then present the item.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The first report of the Executive Committee of its meeting held on the 15th of the 7th, 2025. Item 1, Trading Services Committee report of its meeting held on the 3rd of the 7th, 2025. Item 1.1, request for approval for the cleansing and solid waste turnaround strategy, together with the institutional and governance roadmap A1 and the business and investment plan A2. Committee recommends.
Thank you very much, Dosi. As I've indicated earlier, council members, when I was reading announcements, that we will invite hands from the floor. Councillors who want to engage the report we are going to note hands from the floor. Now, let me allow now that opportunity for those of you who want to debate the report. I will start from my left. Councillor Chose, you are number one. Then Smith, number two. My cameraman, you are blocking my view. I think it's Councillor. No, yeah, Ndlovu, we are reluctant. Are you raising your hand, Ndlovu? Yeah, thank you. Councillor Kuala. Oh, of course. Councillor Nkosi. Then Councillor Zuma. Zuma, yes. Yeah. Komeni. Hlenga. Yeah. Councillor Maharaj. Councillor Pillay. I can't see those two board there. Then after Pillay is yourself, then...
Van der Reich, Speaker.
Yeah, yes, yeah. In that order. Then it will be, I'm looking at the side, Councillor Madlala, then Councillor Mieni, the Deputy Mayor. In that order, let's start this side. Thank you.
Ngibonge Somlomo. Honorable Speaker, fellow councillors and members of the public. The Democratic Alliance rises in support of these intentions behind the Durban Solid Waste Turnaround Strategy. We believe this plan represents a critical opportunity, not just to clean up our city, but to restore the dignity of service delivery that our residents so rightly deserve. Let us be clear, Mr. Speaker. A clean, safe, and healthy environment is not a luxury. It is a basic human right. For far too long, EThekwini waste management system has failed its people with broken promises, irregular collections, and communities forced to live amongst illegal dumping and overflowing bins. We commend Durban Solid Waste for acknowledging this crisis and committing to change. The proposed strategy to restructure operations, improve oversight, and enhance community engagement is a step in the right direction. However, for this plan to succeed, it must extend beyond paper. It must be backed by action, urgency, and accountability. First and foremost, the broken and unreliable waste collection fleet must be fixed. It is unacceptable that vehicles continue to break down, delaying collections and leaving entire communities in filth. A fully operational and well-maintained fleet must be non-negotiable. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, while recycling is mentioned in this strategy, there are no clear timelines or measurable targets. We urge DSW to prioritize this, to expand infrastructure, integrate informal waste pickers, and reduce the burden on our landfills. Recycling is not only good for the planet, it is economic opportunity. Let's stop treating it like an afterthought. Mr. Speaker, finally, a small but serious issue, the poor quality of refuse bags being distributed. Residents are frustrated. The bags tear too easily. They are not fit for purpose. The simple failure results in more litter and less cooperation from the communities. We need proper durable bags that support clean and dignified living conditions. Mr. Speaker, the DA supports the vision of this strategy, but words alone will not clean our streets. We call on DSW to act urgently, transparently, and with a deep respect for the people they serve. We ask for regular public updates, clear performance indicators, and real accountability. The city is not broken beyond repair, but it is indeed in crisis. The time for half measures is over, Mr. Speaker. Our residents are watching, and they deserve better. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Smith. Councillor Smith.
Morning, Mr. Speaker and colleagues in the House. While this intervention by the National Treasury is welcome and the implementation of the reform is highly welcome, we must never lose sight of how we got to this point where we had to have external intervention and frameworks set down for us. We must never lose sight of how systematically our service units have been hollowed out by the same council, by the same officials. We must never lose sight of that. We must never lose sight that this is the same unit, not too long ago, if memory serves, before our mayor sitting here, the same unit was mired in the public, right? It was at the forefront of charges and trials involving politicians of ours. It's the same unit that we are now seeking to reform. So as my colleague has mentioned, let this not be words only. Let the strategy speak to the implementation of service delivery for our residents who are at the point of demanding. They are no longer asking, Mr. Speaker. And if anybody out there or in this council doesn't understand that we still have the same politicians, the same officials, bar one or two, that were part and parcel of the problem that led us to informing the strategy, well, we need to take a hard look at ourselves. The lack of law enforcement officers is one. As my colleague said, the fleet, which we are sitting at 70%, if not more, that have reached critical age. Mr. Speaker, this cannot just be a paper act. This cannot be another acting situation. This cannot be having a whole bunch of stories where we speak past it. We have to meet deadlines and we have to take this seriously. If we do not, the residents we are going to be the laughing stock of not only of the province, but the country. Mr. Speaker, we have targets that we have to achieve, and best we do, because we are at the forefront, and residents are going to ask us, what are we doing to make their lives better? Mr. Speaker, while we support this, we still have to make sure that our accountability measures are in place. We cannot treat the situation the same. It's not the same as it was before. Our service units are in dire need of overhaul. And if we do not start pushing and have the political will to actually change the city for the better, then all we're doing is bluffing ourselves. Mr. Speaker, this reform is needed. And as my colleague said, let this not be another paper-based and tick box exercise. I thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Ndlovu.
Ngiyabonga somlomo. EFF iyasemukela lesiphakamiso salemzamo emihle kangaka yoguqulo lalomnyango ukuthi ukwazi ukulekelela abantu baseThekwini nomkhandlu waseThekwini ukuthi ugenerate income ezokwazi ukuthi isustain noma iimprove iservice delivery eThekwini. Ngiyayihlaba lena yokuthi every time uma ukhona izinto ezinhle njengalezi oqhanywa nawo bese kuba khona ontaba kayikhonjwa njalo abahlale besuspect ukuthi khona imali ezodliwa, as if abantu abamnyama noma umkhandlu olidwa abantu abamnyama cannot develop noma produce izinto ezikwazi ukuthi zisustain abantu abahlala kulona. So ke siyakwemukela lokho, and we think lo 1.75 billion for the next 10 years ofakwelana will be able ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sibaxhase ngawo ukuze bakwazi ukushintsha infrastructure, ifleet nayo yonke into ezokwazi ukuthi inqalasizinda yalomnyango ukwazi ukuthi ube sesimeni sokuthi uprovide iservice kubantu abahlala eThekwini namaphathelo. So yinhle le initiative kumele ukuthi ithole isupport, because we know it's going to enhance service delivery emphakathini esihlala kuona and izokwazi ukuthi ishintshe impilo zabantu abamnyama nabantu baseThekwini ikakhulukazi. Ngiyabonga somlomo.
Thank you very much, Councillor Ndlovu. Councillor Nkosi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Your Worship and your leadership in ESCO, everyone who's part of this meeting. EThekwini Municipality has proposed 1.75 billion turnaround strategy over 10 years for its waste management directorate. Its aim at addressing financial deficit, declining infrastructure, reliability, growing service delivery deficiencies, and environmental challenges, backlogs. These factors have rendered the current solid waste management business model unsustainable. The funding of this strategy will be mobilized through reprioritization, change of business model, cost optimization, and leverage national trading services, reform links grants. This turnaround strategy for the Waste Management Directorate was developed in alignment with the National Treasury's Metro Trading Services reform. At the core of the turnaround strategy is the financial viability of trading services utilities, changes in the business model, improved service delivery, and attention to the customer service. The traditional approach of waste management is one where waste is managed linearly, which is collect and dispose, with little regard of the resource value of its component or the external cost of landfill disposal, such as groundwater pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. The proposed shift in the governance framework that advocates for a micro-organizational structure and a single point of accountability effort. The unit singular opportunity to transition to the circular economy. This has been almost impossible to achieve due to the rigidity of the linear model and the cost of changing the structure, notwithstanding the legislative imperative. The Waste Management Directorate strategy serves as a comprehensive framework to guide the planning implementation and
Time is up. Time is up, of
Mr.
course.
Speaker.
Councillor Zuma.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, we welcome the cleansing and solid waste turnaround strategy with cautious optimism, but also with the firm call of action. As residents and custodians of the city, we can no longer ignore the state of filth that plagues EThekwini Municipality. While the municipality has made some strides in addressing the problem, the reality is plain to see. Our city remains dirty. It is disheartening to walk through the heart of our economic hub and find litter across the streets, overflowing, or the absence of dustbins in and around the city, and a culture of negligence from both residents and businesses who continue to discard waste irresponsibly, as well as illegal dumping in and around township areas. We support this strategy, but we demand more than words on paper. We call for the immediate implementation and, more importantly, for accountability in ensuring its success. The city must apply consistent pressure, not just through cleaning programs, but through infrastructure upgrade, enforcement, and public education. Let us not allow this to become yet another strategy adopted in council that will never see the light of day. The only metro in KZN must reflect that it is a metro. It must reflect that it is the economic heart of this province. Cleanliness is not just a luxury, it is basic standards. Let this be...
Time.
Oh, thanks.
Now, angazi ukuthi yini yenza mekhuluma uZuma ingasebenzi microphone yami. Manje mekhuluma ingaqedwe ngathi ngichemile. Please, my team, right, make sure that my microphone is working. Please, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Is now I'm audible. Yes, thank you very much. Councillor Komeni.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to abahlonishwa bonke. Sibingelele bona wonke umuntu okhona. This is a good initiative as it will assist in terms of improving the service delivery in EThekwini. EThekwini has to be clean at all material times. Itheku lidinga ukuthi lihlanzeke ngaso sonke isikhathi singafici itheku lingcolile nezimbuzane nezimpukane. So this is, as the ATM, we support 100% this initiative. So sicela isetshenziswe ngendlela kube clean eThekwini selithanda iTheku njengabanikazi beTheku. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Kick him out.
Thank you. Councillor Hlengo.
Angibonge somlomo ngibingelele endlini ngenxa yokuba neminute angeke ngisikwazi ukubabala nga1 hlezi iminute lami liphele ngingakasho lutho. Umuntu uthanda ukuphakamisa okukhulu ukubonga ngalesi siphakamiso esizokwazi ukuthi siliclean iTheku lethu kakhulukazi mhlambe nombimbi la ekhona uzothi mase siqedile abuya azobhukuda kahle eThekwini. Siyakhumbula singaphambilini sike sambone ebhukuda lapha kwase kuzokala after ukuthi hayi kunendle lapho lwandle. Si African people first siyayithanda into ebeka abantu baseThekwini phambili kakhulukazi abantu abamnyama abangabanikazi balelizwe. Si African people first ke impela siyahambisana nalesi siphakamiso. Siyabonga.
You didn't read this item one.
Thank you.
Kick him out.
Order, Mthetho. Councillor Pillay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The DLC supports the strategy of cleansing and solid waste. The DLC also strongly believes that if we are to continue looking back, we'll never move forward. Mr. Speaker, the monitoring and evaluation of this strategy lies with the committees we sit in. And councillors in such committees need to be very proactive to ensure this entire strategy is a success story. Mr. Speaker, despite all the fancy words described in the strategy, our residents need service delivery. They want a clean suburb. They want to live in an environment that is squeaky clean. And we can make it happen on condition that we are very proactive. Mr. Speaker, the DLC supports the strategy and will be monitoring the progress of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Pillay. Councillor Maharaj.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, one of the biggest challenges for CSW has always been service delivery protests. Therefore, the strategy and plans put forward to reform the unit, and which remains crucial to qualify for national funding, is supported by the MF. What we do not support is any move to impose tariff increases on the public to keep the unit financially viable, and we say this because of the lack of accountability and transparency by the municipality previously in terms of reporting progress, challenges and corrective measures. We also question whether the municipality has the capacity or if there is political will to realize the reform goals. The supply chain management must ensure that contract management is strengthened on awarded contracts, and they must look beyond BEE and award contracts to the most responsive tenderers. We also submit that supply chain management must be held accountable for delays. With these few words, Speaker,
Time is up.
the MF supports the motion.
Your time is up. Next councillor, for different class.
I'm covered. Thank you, Speaker.
Covered. Next to you, foot in front class.
Thank you, Chair. National Treasury should look at informing waste management at grassroots level primary school. In the old days, we had zitted in the zibi bin. But I think this will be much cheaper than this implementation. Also, national policies that improve employment to alleviate urbanization, where people come to towns to look for jobs, given that the current service backlogs are in informal areas. We should also look at grassroots level initiatives. Personally, I'm going to seriously look at the smokeless incinerator, plastic and tin collections for recycling in my home to counter the additional cost burden on paying households. We welcome telematics. If you cannot measure it, you cannot manage it. We support the strategy but are concerned about the funding burden by only some residents. Thanks, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Councillor Madlala.
Zip it.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to you. Please allow me to stand on the established protocols. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to support this cleansing and solid waste turnaround strategy, together with the institutional and governance roadmap named A1 and the business investment plan named A2. Honorable Speaker, in agreeing with some councillors who spoke before me, waste management in our city has gone through some serious challenges. The operational inefficiencies based on the linear model mentioned by Councillor Nkosi, rapid urbanization in our city. We have around 600 informal settlements, some of which mushroom overnight, and they are not part of the plans, the budgets for waste management. The unhygienic tendencies by some sections of our society, all of these came together to create these challenges. Please allow me to then go straight to the report itself, Honorable Speaker. We are happy that this turnaround strategy is coming before us as this council for adoption today. And it gives us an opportunity to turn things around. This strategy is not another document. It is a clear plan to transform our cleansing and solid waste unit into a service that works, professional, financially, sustainable, and responsive. It is about getting the basics right. Clean streets, reliable collection, customer services that restore confidence in local government. We must commend the national leadership for the living up to their commitment. But before that, let us comment the turnaround that we have seen already in terms of the cleanliness of our streets. Although we are not 100% there, but we must commend Uhedu Mageu and the team for turning things around. We can all agree that we've moved a long way from where we were to where we are now in terms of the cleanness of our city, but we are not masking any challenges. A lot still needs to be done, and we are happy that the strategy is here. Some in our council today have sought to posit this turnaround strategy in a manner that seeks to portray a negative energy towards it. For instance, some have pretended as if this is only a response to our problems in our city. I must then put it on record that this National Treasury's Metro Trading Services reform applies to all metros. This is a response to the commitments made by President Ramaphosa, first in the ANC manifesto launch here in our city, and later on in the State of the Nation address, wherein he committed that all essential services like water, electricity, and waste management are going to be ring-fenced and prioritized. And the National Treasury is responding to that through the strategy. In short, the national government has recognized that unless we establish a professional essential services, the broader financial and governance challenges facing municipality will continue to impact service delivery. As I move towards the end, for us, this is both an opportunity and a responsibility. Aligning ourselves with this national reform allows us to access to the technical support, the critical funding through the urban settlement development grant, but it is based on the steps that are mentioned in the report that we must be compliant with. And today we are taking the first step. We must thank the officials who work day and night to prepare this strategy and ensure that it is in front of us today and ready for implementation. And to remind Council, this strategy is the third that we are now approving following the water, electricity, and now DSW, in line with what we have said as the executive and this council that we are committed to those a proposal by the National Treasury, and we want to see them through because we understand that the challenges that we face are not enough. We cannot, our budgets are not enough to match those challenges. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, waste management is about more than operations. It is about public health. It is about dignity, environmental protection, and the economic future of our city. Our communities deserve streets that are clean, refuse collected on time, and officials who are accountable. And we hope through the strategy we'll be able to implement all of that, and our city is going to be clean once again and attract investors, visitors, and be the city that we all want to be proud of. As the ANC, we support this strategy and this report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Somlomo. His Worship, the Mayor, Whip of Council. I'm partly covered by Councillor. I also want to raise the issue as the National Freedom Party. We support this reform and we hope that moving forward, we are going to be implementing the solid economy as the city, because when you look at the incidents that happened in other landfills, they are detecting to us that it's now or never for us to implement the waste economy strategy moving forward. The item is indeed supported. Thank you.
Thank you very much, councillors. The recommendations in our report are on page 6. Are all the recommendations agreed?
Great.
Okay. On page 6, the recommendations, there are two. 1.1.1 is for approval, 1.1.2 is for noting. Is 1.1.2 agreed, councillors?
Great.
1.1.2 noted?
Noted.
Thank you very much, councillors. We have come to the end of our meeting.
Usafuna ukukhuluma, Speaker.
Order. Take your seat. Take your seat. Order. May I have your attention, councillors? May I have your attention? I have been advised by my team that they've prepared lunch for you. Now, I do want to request that before we leave, let's have lunch. Then you will leave after that. I'm waiting for the details just for a few minutes.
Speaker. Where's the breakfast loan? Speaker.
How can you? But anyway,
Point of order, Speaker.
Where's that? Where's that?
There's no point of order.
Bring any breakfast, man.
Breakfast, not the motion.
Yeah. No, councillors, let apologies for that little bit delay. The ICC team, they are telling us that they prepared the lunch for 12 o'clock. Now it is clear that they are a little bit late.
Little bit.
Because we have finished our meeting early. By the way, we will